Swing and a miss gets us started here in the top of the fourth inning as the Ducktown Quacks take on the Orange Crush here on the Vanguard softball field. That's low. 1-1. Rain Althouse, the second baseman, leading off here for the Quacks, who trail 5-0. 3 in the first inning by the Crush, and 2 more in the bottom of the third have the designated home team up 5-0. And Alyssa Deflison is pitching very well. She has a couple of Ks, but a 3-1 count here to Althouse. Wind up in the pitch is hit to third. Great snag by Johnson. Takes a step, throw in time. A flash of the lever and a single was taken away just like that. I'll bring up Gabby Terrones, the catcher. Swings the first off, and fouls it back. The catcher had a double her first time up in the first. Her and Althouse getting aboard. The only 2 who have been aboard for the Quacks in this game. They have a walk and a double. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Otherwise, it's been now 7 up and then 7 down for Deflison. Unfouled straight back to us. But the two-person crew here at the score table, we don't flinch. Not like that. No, Justin and Jess here with you today. It's our thrill to be here for, as that's a foul ball. Fast Pitch United's American Collegiate Softball League. This is the Golden Bay Collegiate League here at Vanguard University in Costa Mesa, California. The Crush and the Quacks, after the Salty Waves, defeated the Wild 5-1 in the first game, and that will be a called strike looking down the middle for the second strikeout for Deflison and the second out of the inning. Wind up, first pitch swinging for Kiki Estrada. That will fall up and over the fence and bounce on behind us. Estrada out of Ohio State. Watch that one go high and wide for a ball. Makes it 1-1. Does not get in any action this year. Looking to make a good show in year 2 for the Buckeyes. That's up and a foul. No cars, please. That was asphalt again. 1-2. Yes, it's risky business parking in the parking lot directly behind and down the third base line here at the Vanguard softball field. Park at your own risk. That's for sure. In the dirt, 2-2. Of course, Estrada might be back these ways if she gets into the main lineup next year, since Ohio State now comes out to a couple of these SoCal schools for league action. It's off the bottom part of the barrel, and it's into center field, and it will be an F8, and it's 9 retired in a row. Retired by Alyssa Deflison. That will take us to the bottom of the fourth when we return here between the Crush and the Quacks. crap, now I need to know what. So some changes have been made as get this right here. It was Avery Cordell is now in at first base for the Crush. He's in the third part of the order. And then Kayla McGee has moved to the catcher position, taking Emma Foster out of the game. First pitch is a ball to Ashley Lawn. Oh, shoot. No, it is. Dang it. It is. Back to the top of the lineup. Crap. I'm so sorry. Oh, no. Oh, no. Get to that. Go back. Okay. And Reeves hits it to third, and it's going to be a grounder that we will rule. Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. All right, so now that we have the scoring figured out again, Ashley Lawn starts the inning off with a single to the third baseman. Avery Cordell, her first trip to the plate. And after a pass ball gets Lawn to second, Cordell hits a single right back up the middle, and another pass ball will get a run home and put Cordell at second as we get covered in dirt, and that makes the score 6-0.
So would her to second be a stolen base? Or
On same pitch. Yep. Tiana Johnson out of Chico State, as I mentioned earlier. Hit 068 in 18 at-bats, scoring a run. But her hit was a home run. Got to make it count for your only hit of the season. That is how you do it. Mitchell in the motion. Here it comes. High for a ball. Johnson, a single and a fielder's choice so far in this game. Pitch on its way. Pop up in the infield. Couple players calling for it. And it'll be the first baseman, Donovan, who grabs it behind the mound. Andrea Garcia, the second baseman, a single and a ground out. 1 for 2. One gone and a runner on second. 6-0 your score. Crush have 8 hits now on the board. That's outside for a ball. Mitchell struggling to get the zone here for her first start of this couple-week-long tournament. The championship played 10th for the 13th, grounder to short. And it's up by Lozano and over to first in time for back-to-back outs. And getting to third is Cordell. I'll bring up Macy Fuller. Got a single back in the third and reached on in the first as well.
Good, you got more water. Call that a ball?
A ball starts out the at-bat for Macy Fuller. Could cash in the 7th run of the day for the Crush. Takes for a strike. Finally, Mitchell getting that floater into the top part of the zone where it's at its most dangerous. 1-1, 2 down in the dirt. Great stop there by the catcher Toronis, who didn't let that one escape 5-hole for a easy run. Lefty on lefty matchup. Fuller wanted to hold back on that, but all right, the bat across the plate. Strike 2. 2-2. Next delivery, reach for tap, chopping and rolling backwards. Fuller will come back after the foul ball. Going to Hind Beach High School, not too strange for her to be wearing black and orange. Quacks have the like a floral pattern going to their jersey with the duck logo on it. Chopped at, and it rolls back to the screen. That will be another foul ball. Two gone here in the bottom of the 4th. Tap back to the pitcher. 1-3 will do it and leave a runner stranded, but a walk and a single and a couple pass balls put another run on the board. It's 6-0 as we head to the 5th. Kate Hardy leading off here for the Quacks, trying to find a run against Deflison. A cut on a miss. That won't help. Strike 1. Hardy out of University of Massachusetts Lowell. Bright blue batting helmet crowning her head. Takes pitch high for ball one. A ball and a strike to Hardy. Hit .212 during the year. Started 37 games. Appeared in 43. 89 at-bats. 19 hits. 4 for doubles. 9 home runs and 23 batted in. No miss for a ball, so it's 2 balls and a strike. Foul back to the screen, so that means it's 2-2. Deathlison. A little bit off speed, almost could have been like a knuckler or something weird off that, the way it kind of stopped spinning on the inner half. But great work by Hardy to stay with it, tracks it, hits it right back up in the middle. And that will be a single back up. Right beside second base. Alyssa Donovan is the hitter. Donovan, first pitch, foul. Popped up to short her second time up. Then it's a chain of 9 straight hitters retired by Deathlison. Donovan knows this park well as one of 2 players from Menlo College playing in the Golden Bay League. Her and Lozano. Donovan appeared less. Hit .083. 6 games, 3 starts. 12 at-bats. A run scored and a hit for a single. And that will quickly be strike 3. Third strikeout for Deathlison. Bringing up Grace Diaz. College of the Canyons is where she was last seen at in the spring. Outside and low for a ball. Freshman had 107 at-bats, 39 games played, 31 hits, drove in 21, walked 5 times, struck out 5 times, and had a double. Fouls that one back, makes it 1-1. Ball and a strike here. In the top of the 5th, but 2 outs. Bottom of the order here for the Quacks. Deathlison rises and hurls it, and fouling it away is Diaz. Grounded out her first appearance. Excuse me, 1 out, runner on. Hardy with the single. 1 on, 1 out, top 5. Deathlison rocks forward with the left leg. And a little bloop shot to right center field. Long run, making the catch. Burst of speed is Rob. An aggressive base rushing turned a number of double plays in the first game, and it turns into another one here as Saskia Robb makes a long running catch in center field and flips to first to complete the double play. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom 5, it'll be McGee, Rob, and Deflison. Well, not Deflison, but... Or yes, her actually. So bottom part of the order here for the Crush. McGee, a ground out and a single. Check swing inside. Ball 1. Lefty hitter. High in the pitch from Mitchell. High in the sky to right field. And ain't up. Circling number. Diaz got it. Out number 1. Rab out of University of Nevada, Reno. Her and Cordell, both members of that squad for the Crush. Just over in those parts, flew back from Reno last week. Rob hitting 143 with 1 start, 14 appearances, 14 at-bats. 2 hits, though, bringing in 1 run. Both hits were singles. That's in there for a strike. That will be Lance foul for a quick second strike down the first baseline. Have to say, on the scale of airport ratings, not during rush hour, the Reno airport was almost dead at about 5 o'clock on a Tuesday night. So if you can find a way to get out at that time, no line at security, just like Long Beach up there with pretty chill. That skips in for a ball. 1 and 2. It's the problem with John Wayne, the local airport. It's chill, but only after like midday. Morning rush, there's still pretty good lines you can face. Mitchell, that one a hit off the top of the bat to second, and a 4-3 ground out will make it 2 down. Nice little turn made by Althouse. Now the pitcher, Deflison. 6.70 ERA and an 0-4 record at Davis from the circle. 2 complete games. Going 45 2/3, 85 hits, 53 runs, 34 earned, 19 walks at 16 strikeouts, and she's going to help her own cause. That's at least 1. She's rounding 2, going for 3. The relay's not going to be in time. Deflison, a stand-up. Well, not quite a stand-up. She slid in a triple either way for the pitcher. Hit 275 on the season. Had 5 triples, 2 home runs, bringing in 14, 36 hits, and 131 at-bats. Started in all but 3 games, 47 starts, 50 appearances. Might not have been her best season from the circle. Doing well today, and has a triple. That could be a deep extra base hit. Yes, as it hangs up and falls down quickly. Deflison scores. And Riley Reeves, UC Davis, Aggie to Aggie, double and a triple. Makes it 7-0. And that one looked like for a moment like Colenso could get under it in time. Rose high in the air and then just plummeted.
7.
And neither outfielder could get to it in time. So back-to-back extra base hits brings up Ashley Long. No.
What?
Oh. I think we. So 2-0. I think we skipped the. Yeah, go back. Do that play again because that was the Skinner girl. So then.
Oh.
You.
Oh, I keep forgetting about
Cue ball.
that. Was it shredder? Yeah.
Great. There we are. And that one rocketed to third. It's still getting the play done. Wow. Kate Hardy took that one almost in the face. Somehow got something off of it. Fell down. Still managed to pick the ball up and throw back across the diamond to get lawn. Glad that she made that stop because that was screaming for her face. But A-OK. That will take us to the top of the six.
I think we have
And the looks like All right, so some lineup shenanigans because this is a summer league. So you have the Vulcan from Hawaii Hilo,
Put it as Skinner, not the right person.
Tara Skinner, in pitching. And she went 2-0 on the year. That's a grounder to short. Glove to hand. Throw is in time. Wow. Riley Reeves rolled it from glove to her hand. Not sure if she meant to do it or not, but flipped it across the diamond. Still got it in time. As out number 2 is Savannah Mitchell's a ground out victim. Clenzo draws a single. Lozano out 6-3. That will be a ground out.
Hang on.
Oh.
We're one behind.
Oh, we're one behind. Anyway, so Tara Skinner appeared in 3 games, went 2-0, 2 complete games, 12 and 2 thirds for the Vulcans, 10 hits, a run, but no earned runs, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. She will now pitch the rest of the game for both sides. So as I said, some lineup shenanigans because it's summer ball, so trying to figure that out in the Game Changer app so that if you're following along at home with the stats, then you would be checking that out correctly. Anyway, it's the top of the 6th. Clenzo hit a single off the glove of Tiana Johnson over at first base. Now she's at second. That one's going to be pulled foul for an ever strike. So it is 1-2 to Avery Cordell. The problem was we had a part in the lineup where it had Skinner pitching to herself, which you can't quite do that. And then it freaked out again. Friends, we're trying to figure this out as we go. If I had my normal stat computer and program from the regular season, might not be a big fan of Presto, but I know it pretty well, could figure it out. But learning something new today. Aren't we, Jess?
We are.
Yes, we are. Anyway, 1-2 is another foul straight off the fence. That does check off something for the box, though. You're supposed to learn something new every day.
True.
There you go.
True.
A lot of checking off that boxes. So it's 2-2. 7-0 crush. 3 spot in the first, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 1 more in the 5th. Full count after Skinner just missed with that one. The tall righty kicks, deals, and that's hit towards second. Clean field, and a throw in time as Garcia makes the quick exchange. And that will do it with a single, but a runner left on base. And that will take us to the bottom of the 6th. It is 7-0.
a ball.
Yes, it was a ball to start the at-bat for Avery Cordell. 2 singles in her last 2 trips to the plate, and a pop-up leaves her 2 for 3. Wearing the white batting helmet and the matching white batting gloves. Skinner misses just a little under the knees there with the change-up. Now pitching for her actual team is the tall righty. A windup. Fastball misses low and away. 3 balls and no strikes here on this Friday afternoon. This one started a couple minutes before 1, so we're at an hour and 28 minutes of game time. Now in the... That will be called a strike to keep Cordell from heading down to first for a walk. Late call by the umpire. Now in the bottom of the 6th. A run would do it. Or 3 more outs defensively for the Crush, and they'll go to 1-0. That one's deep, dead straight center field. It is off the fence. You can hear it clink from here, and it's a leadoff double for Avery Cordell. That was awesome. As that was close, we'll say 3 feet more distance, and she's touching them all for what would be a, by run difference, walk-off home run.
No, it's doing the thing again.
What thing?
It's freezing.
First pitch, Johnson hits it up and is caught by the right fielder. Diaz making the snag. Resume scoring. Yeah, yes. Great. Yep. So getting that back up and underway.
Okay, then what happened?
Outside for a ball. So that will be a first pitch fly out to right field for Johnson, which makes her 1 for 3 on the day. That went to right field. And out? No, out. Yep. And then we have 2 balls now. Andrea Garcia, a single in the first. Back-to-back ground outs to shortstop. For the second baseman for the Crush. 2-0 on its way. Becomes 3-0. Free pitch. Will she get the green light? Might be up to her. She'll take a walk. Macy Fuller has been on base twice today. With a ground out. 2 for 3. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Infield in a little bit here. So is the outfield. Fuller gets one through. Could be the game. So McGee, the catcher, might have to punch it through if it's a single or a walk. That's low for a ball. 1-1. The delivery is in the dirt. Sitting behind the backstop always means you get covered in a cloud of dirt over here at the Vanguard softball field. If someone would love to help us get a enclosed press box, you can find out ways to donate on the Vanguard University athletics page. That one is tapped back foul, making it 2-2. Fuller Pulls it back. Looks at the 2-2, takes, and it's going to get away. So the runners will go to second and third on the ball. And they'll advance on the wild pitch.
No?
So you go here, safe on a wild
Oh,
pitch.
freaking heck. It was right there, too.
There we go. You're good. You're good. You're good. Payoff pitch. A ball. So McGee will have a say in things. And that's back-to-back walks.
First strike, right?
No, it's just a ball.
Oh.
Ball. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. There we go. So, once again, juice in the box for the crush. They run away from winning this one. So Skinner winds up, fires at home. Bumps in a strike, outer half. Good pitch. McGee standing in, started at first, now catching. Ground out, single, and a fly out. 1 for 3. Deals. And despite the left arm of Tarones trying to frame it back over the outer half, that's outside. 1-1. Infielders all inside the base pass here. Trying to keep a run from scoring. That will be lifted into the glove of the right fielder. Cordell will tag. Cordell will score. A sac fly RBI will give the Crush an 8-0 win here in this first game for the two sides here at the Golden Bay Collegiate League. Totals in a moment. So in the shutout, it is Deflinson getting the win. Picked up a couple of Ks along the way. 3 to be exact. He gave up 3 hits and stranded 3 runners left on base. And only once did the Quacks get someone to second or third base, and that was back in the first inning. Meanwhile, for the Crush, 8 runs on 11 hits, 8 runners left on base, and a ball game time of 1 hour and 36 minutes. And again, the loss was Savannah Mitchell. Well, thanks so much for listening and following along here between the Crush and the Quacks here on day 1. We'll be back here tomorrow for 2 more games right here on this same network. So, Justin Burtis, Jess Van Winkle saying good afternoon and have yourself a great Friday. Hope to see you back here tomorrow for more Golden Bay Collegiate Softball League action.